actually have to look good.
I don't know why I thought it was like a little outline.
That's just the fence.
That's why I'm looking at you like, what, like, I
That's more pages than,
How come hers isn't that heavy? It's
just
that
like,
big.
oh, one is on Wendy's, I can't find hers either.
Oh my God, yeah, mine, yeah.
With a dumbass. Oh, no, I guess not. Bye, good luck.
Good evening and welcome to the Ordinance Subcommittee. Today is Tuesday, April 11, 2023. Time is 7:01. Members are present. My Vice Chair, Councilor Ana Levy, Councilor Selena Reyes, and Councilor Maria de la Cruz. Pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Act of 2022, this meeting of Ordinance Committee is being conducted both in person and via remote participation. A reminder, the person who would like to listen to view this meeting while in progress may either attend in person at the location above or use of any of the following access locations: Lawrence City Council page, Facebook, and YouTube Lawrence City Council page. Councilor, can I get a motion to take document 37722 out of order and out of table?
So moved. Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. But just let me know if I go too fast, okay? Document 37722, amendment of section of the Lawrence zoning ordinance for District 1-4, Planning Industrial Development District, Dan McCarthy.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Daniel McCarthy. I am the Director of Planning and Community Development with the City of Lawrence at 12 Methuen Street. I'd like to thank you for hearing me today. The request now has been before you for several months. I've been working on talking with a number of the property owners in this section. So the PIDD section is referred to as Industrial 4. It's a relatively new zoning district in the city. It's only 4 years old. It was created as part of the urban redevelopment plan. That was done at the same time we did the downtown overlay district. One of the effects of that change was the property was, the zone was formerly an I-2, which allowed multifamily housing by special permit. when they changed it to the I-4, they prohibited housing. That was, at the time, that was an oversight, I believe. I've been working in planning for many, many years. The state has always said that they want to have residential development anywhere there is near a transportation center. So this district is right across the street from the train station. And to the state, prohibiting housing next to a train station seemed to be foolish. So at the time, I went down and I spoke to a number of the abutters. I've got support letters from Lapoli Companies, from Helfrich Brothers, from Nunez LLC. I've also been speaking with New Balance, who is also one of the major property holders down in this district. The idea, and the mayor is a big supporter of this as well, because the idea of changing this is to change the area that right now runs along the river, which is all industrial and it's not developed properly. We'd like to make it a mixed-use type of development, so that's the way it's zoned, as allowing residential housing, but it requires that commercial development be done on the lower floors so that we'll have a vibrant marketplace, a city. We'd like to see restaurants along the river, we'd like to see businesses, we'd like to see shops, and we'd like to see people living near the train station with all these amenities. I think of it a little bit like Somerville has done with the Assembly Square, that this will be a new development. I also want to tell you that last week I received a letter from the One Stop Community Grants, says we're eligible for a $300,000 grant to further work on this project to develop housing for the city. Not just any type of housing, but quality commercial housing. That will be great for commuters, great for families, great for young people. So that's the idea behind this. So we would like you to send this up with a favorable recommendation. I created a vote that can be submitted. That was submitted to the full council. When it goes up next week, there'll have to be a vote to go to public hearing. So it probably won't be voted on for 3 weeks. And I will provide the members all the documentation they need. So, any questions?
Thank you. So since this is going to be a mixed use, so you do have to change the zone,
We have to change the zone, yes.
okay?
We're not changing the zone totally, we're amending the table of uses to allow mixed-use residential.
It's commercial.
Right now, you can do industrial, there's a lot of weird little things that you can do down there, but the one thing they took out was residential, and that's the idea the state wants to be able to develop, like, on one side of South Union Street, you see the Riverwalk has several hundred units of housing. On the other side of South Union Street, residents are forbidden, they're prohibited. Makes no sense, so this is just bringing a little bit of sense back to the project. But again, the mayor was insistent that we do it as mixed development, it's in there. You can't do housing without doing business.
So the mayor's recognizing the great needs that we have in the community for the shortage of the housing.
There is.
Okay. So I'm open the floor for any councilor who might have questions.
Yeah. Madam
Councilor
Chair.
Levy?
So right now, we only have industrial and commercial
Yes.
from
And-
only
and-
one side.
And it's limited, yes, on one side of.
So if I'm going from here to Broadway, so the right side is just only for industrial and commercial,
Correct. I call it the west side as opposed to the east side.
the east side.
So the east side, we see all this new development.
Okay.
West side, we see very little.
So now we're gonna do it a mixed.
We're
Mixed
gonna do-
one that we can
yes.
have commercial, and what about industrial?
Yes, light industrial and
And
industrial.
housing.
Yes, so there are several industrial uses already there. Helfrich Brothers is one of them. It's one of the largest employers in the city. Great jobs. They're not going anywhere. They wrote a letter supporting this because they want to see the district done. This is going to improve the value of everybody's land. It's going to improve the district, and it's going to bring businesses, we hope, and help the residents and the businessmen of the city develop, enlarge.
So what is the percent? What is the percent?
The percent is based on the size of the land. So if you have a very small lot and you want to do housing, you have to do 50% residential. When it goes up to a larger percent, I think it's 20,000 square feet, you have to do 25%. And if you go over that number, you can do 10% commercial. But what the intention, though, is that the entire ground floor of Merrimack Street be business. We don't want housing on the first floor. We want it up. We want restaurants. We want shops. We want businesses. We want small industries.
So if anyone wants one of its, other lot, they need to build business and they need to build housing.
If they want to build housing, they have to build business. They don't have to build housing.
Otherwise, exactly.
Right.
Thank you.
Any, Councilor De La Cruz?
Thank you, Madam. What about Canal Street? Does that land on Canal, on the sides of the little canal,
Yes.
do they belong to the city or do they belong to private sector?
Yes, so South Canal Street, which is a private road, runs between the river and Merrimack Street. All that land is within this district. That's part of the vision of this administration, is that we want to see that land, which is, right now, it's storage, shipping companies, vacant lots, trucks. We want to see that all developed for new businesses. Like I said, we want to see people who have shops, office space, restaurants, and people living. We're building a river walk along the river with parks, access for the public. So all of this is going to make a better Lawrence for the area, to energize Merrimack River, as well as connect it to the train station.
About 4 years ago, it was a meeting related to the canal per se, where we don't have any restaurant around there, except Japu that we had there. But going through that side, going like to Broadway, all of that piece of land is not well taken care of, because most of those industrial places are not taking care of those. Then those are the places that I'm asking, are those part of the city land?
The city owns one parcel on the river, but we don't own the riverbank. The riverbank is owned by the Essex Company, which owns the dam. So they own the edge of it. There's also what's called the sanitary interceptor, which is a large pipe that runs along the river. That's underneath. So the riverbank, we're working with Essex Company to develop a walking path for the public. But once you get outside the bank of the river, all that property is privately held. The electric company owns some of it. It's not very well maintained. There's other pieces of parcels that are just vacant lots with trucks in them. It's not a very high use. Provides no jobs for the city. It provides, we can do better than that. So that's what this is about.
Are those places willing to be part of these changes, to be part of this development?
Yes, that's why I've gotten letters from a lot of the property owners down there, because they all are in favor of this. They want to see the development. They want to see change.
We want to see.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
Can I get a motion to send document 377-22 with favorable recommendation to order a public hearing?
So move.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you,
I'd like
Mr.
to
Martin.
thank everybody here. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening.
Thank you for having
You're
me.
welcome.
Councilor, can I get a motion to take document 10623 out of order?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 10623 is a Earth Day event, Camden Common, on April 29. We have Mr. Jonathan Guzman, and representation of Ground World Lawrence. Good evening, sir.
Hey everybody,
Name and address.
Jonathan Guzman. I am from Groundwork Lawrence, the External Affairs Manager. We are located at 50 Island Street in Lawrence, Mass. I'm here before you because we're going to be celebrating once again Earth Day. Many individuals are asking themselves, if Earth Day is on April 22, what are you doing on the 29? I think it's more accessible for our community, and we're hoping that we're able to establish it and get your support and also your participation when we're doing this on April 29. It's going to be happening from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. This particular event will begin here, Campadon Common, and from there we will go into other green spaces within the community. We're targeting both north and a few spots also in the south area to ensure that they get also some support this year.
Thank you. So this is what is going to be new this year, like you're going to be changing the date, and you're also going to go to south?
Yeah, we're going to be, we're focusing on two areas. We're in south, we're being led by some residents that are going to be communicating with neighborhoods, neighborhood members and other residents to see if they can unite them. We're going to be going into conversations with them to provide them the tools and whatever they need to ensure that it's a successful day for them.
Councilor, any question?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Councilor Levy.
This event is gonna be from what time to what time?
So the event is going to start at 8 a.m. and it's going to end at 1 p.m. We're going to be, based on the application that we submitted, where we extended the time just to ensure that we clean up the main area. As you know, it's a cleanup event, so we're hoping that it is cleaned up to the max when we are leaving the space, and how it's given to us, we hope to give it back better. But the event is from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Anybody that wants to participate, we invite all ages, any organization, any company. They can go to groundworklawrence.org/Earth Day, and they can register online. If you're a child under the age of 18, you need parental, but we welcome you. Parental consent, but we welcome you to the space as well.
Can you repeat the information, please?
So we're gonna be, you can find all this information at groundworklawrence.org/Earth Day. It will give you the details of who can participate. This is a citywide cleanup. We are hoping to get around the 600 participants. We're thriving to really get community out. As you know, the pandemic has shut down these well-focused events that are set up to support the community, particularly those spaces that are lacking that love. We understand also that, you know, we got workers, we got city workers like DPW, the recreational department, they need help. And this is like a day to give back to them, to come as a community, give them a break for a few minutes, right? Because we know that they come back and they support us also with the trash picking. But we are supporting them as we're supporting this environmental space that we care about so much. You also know that we do like the Spigot River cleanup, right? We focus in some of those spaces that are around because we know that the collection of trash happens really immense, that we need to come back constantly to it. But we're really grateful to get in partnership and go ahead and clean, and we are in partnership with the mayor's office as well. So we are moving and mobilizing on that. Everybody within the city council or government has received email and correspondence from us directly with flyers and information on how to provide to your constituents to get them to sign up. We hope that you help us spread the word, as this is just a city-wide event to ensure that we clean our green spaces.
Councilor De La Cruz?
Thank you, Madam. Jonathan, that has been an event, great event in this community every year. Because, the children learn about the sustainability of the earth. This is not a joke. It was hazel coming out in Dominican Republic. Can you believe the changes that our earth is going through. We have to take this more seriously. And I hope the schools can participate because it's their planet. And I was saying this morning that in the year 2050, I want to make sure that we leave a legacy of a healthy planet because we are now working toward that. I'm teaching 2 years old to recycle and reduce. Those two words will make a huge difference in our community. Then we have to ask everybody to be part of, because like you said, the job is not only for the city, the job is for everybody, because we all have to care about a planet that is getting destroyed by us. And we have to make the changes that we need to assure that my grandkids will have a planet to live. Then keep it up. It's a nice event.
Thank you so much. On behalf of, our executive director, Leslie Melendez, it's always a pleasure to partner up with local government and with the residents of the city of Lawrence. Our mission is to provide the tools for residents to build their own healthier communities, and we really care about that. And we're always going to be thriving to do that and providing them the space to build the communities that they want to serve and provide for the next generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Motion to sign document 106-27 with favorable recommendation.
Second?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Guzman. Next document is 107-23. Can I get a motion to take document 107-23 out of order?
So move?
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The
Aye.
ayes have it. Document 107-23 is Esperanza Academy graduation at Campanile Common on June 9. It has been put in the agenda by Ruth Medina.
Good evening.
Name and address for the record.
I'm sorry?
Name and address for the record.
Yes, my name is Ruth Medina. I work at Esperanza Academy, 198 Garden Street. And we had our graduation last year in the park, and it was a great success. We set up in the stage, and we're planning to do the same this year if you approve the petition. Our plan is to start setting up at 1 in the afternoon, and the graduation is at 6 in the afternoon. It will go until 7:30 at night. We are planning to have a small tent, 10 by 10. We are going to provide water and some fruit for people, for families. We are going to clean up before, as we did last year. We cleaned up the whole place, and then afterwards we picked up in everything. We are planning to have about 100 people. Rented 100 chairs last year, and this year planning to do the same thing. And
Thank you. Thank you. I was part of that last year, and it was a great event.
yes.
Thank you for continuing doing that for our kids. I think, this is what we need to show our community, right? So,
Yes.
Counselor, any question? None? Can I get a motion to send document 107-23 with favorable recommendation?
So, second?
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. You do need to come back next week for our next city council meeting, just in case that one of the councilors that are not present today, they have any question.
Okay, I'll be here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good evening.
Can I get a motion to take document 108 and 109 as a block, since that this is basically related and out of order? Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 10823 is Semana Hispana, Inc., and 109 is a Fiesta Show. So if you see me calling people out of order, it's because I checked with everyone to make sure who was here first, and Mr. Fink was here by 6:30. So I personally have no question for you guys. You've been doing this for how many years? 44. 44? Wow, older than me. 44. So same question, like binder for insurance, everything is in order. I don't have any questions. Councilor, no question? We are going to be sending both items with favorable recommendation. You know that you need to come back next Tuesday. Thank you for coming. Always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Take care.
Pat, both 108 and 109, favorable recommendation. Motion was made by Councilor Salinas, second by Councilor Levy, and all those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Can I get a motion to take document 10523 out of order? Motion has been made to take document 10523 out of order. Properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 10523 is a summer kickoff event. It's going to be held at Campanile Common on June 3rd. It has been put on agenda by Natalia Tejada Generation. Deadores por él y para él. Name and address for the record.
Hi, my name is Natalie Tejada, and my address is 174 Arlington Street in Lawrence.
Thank you. Natalie, right? Yeah. So this is the first time that you're going to be doing this event?
Yes.
Okay. Councilor Ray, all the papers are in order? Yes. Okay, can you tell us a little bit how this is been, how it's going to be this event?
Okay, so this event is going to be to promote peace and unity within the community, to bring families together, to create a healthy environment, have activities that are going to build connections within the families, get them out of their comfort zone, and get in the outdoors and have some safe, healthy fun that is going to build and edify the families.
Okay, so what is the time that this is going, I don't have it in my agenda. What is the time that you're going to be held this event?
The time is from 4 to 9. We will be having some talent shows. We'll be having dancers from different youth organizations performing, and also we'll be having some singing and poetry, things of that nature.
So you think that time is gonna give you enough time to set up and close the event?
We might probably need some extra time before to set up.
What would it be the time that you are looking to? Your event is at 4.
The
So-
event is really to start at 5.
Okay, so you have like a 3?
3 would be good.
Okay. So what am I about to say to you? This is nothing personal with your organization. This is something that I have to repeat it every single applicant that is coming to us. If you are going to be having a speaker, it needs to be taught to your group, not to the public. Because there's many people that are, and I like what you're doing, thank you for doing that. No car are allowed to be parking inside of the park. If you need to load something, you bring the car, you load whatever you bring, and then you have to be parking outside.
Yes.
So
I
you
understand.
have to leave the park the same condition or cleaner than how you find it.
Yes. We also anticipate on having organizations that provide resources to the community, like UTEC is going to be involved. We also anticipate on having CSU and other organizations that provide like counseling services and things to help families prosper.
Very happy to hear that you are, and thank you for putting this together. Well needed in our community.
Thank you.
Counselor, any question? Hear none. Can I get a motion to send document 10523 with favorable recommendation?
So moved. Second?
Motion has been made, properly second. All is in favor?
Aye.
Yes. You do need to come back next Tuesday
Okay.
for the final approval.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Document 1, can I get a motion to take document 11623 out of order? Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Pat, 116. 116, 116. Document 116 is the Hope for the Christ basketball tournament, and it's going to be at O'Neill Basketball Court on May 27. It has been put in the agenda by Ana Peña and Cristino El Sanay.
Saludos, bendiciones.
Ah.
Vengo en representación de la Iglesia Centro Familiar Cristiano El Sinaí. Este es el número 6 actividad de este año que lo hacemos, y venimos porque queremos hacerlo este año otra vez, y es una actividad familiar con propósito de ayudar a la juventud. Es una actividad de básquetbol que hacemos todos los años. Como le digo, vamos a tener allá comida, comida gratis y diferentes tipos de actividades, principalmente el básquetbol, y como le digo, esto es con el propósito de ayudar a la juventud de Lawrence, que sabemos que necesita mucha ayuda, y creemos en los principios bíblicos, ¿me entiende?, de Dios, y creemos que en la familia hace falta Dios, que es lo más importante, y queremos transmitir esos valores a través de lo que es el deporte. También va a haber música, va a haber danza y diferentes tipos de actividades, y nada, estamos aquí pues pidiendo la aprobación para eso. Yes. Yes.
Okay, could you please just repeat it? Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't cut you off.
Okay.
Just because I thought that you didn't speak in English, but when
Okay.
I spoke to you, I thought
Okay.
that you speak English. So could you please repeat what you just said in English?
Okay, this is an activity that we make every year. This is gonna be the sixth activity that we do every year. Like I said, this is a basketball activity, and then the reason we wanna do this is to try to involve and impact this generation, the youth generation that we all know that is needed. I mean, they need God. We need God as a community. And then we're trying to just, share the gospel with this generation. I mean, what we're going to do this year, we're going to play basketball, we're going to share music, we're going to do a lot of different activities. And then, trying to share the gospel, because I think, this community need God, this community need principle. And then, we believe that there is a change, we can make a change,
One more thing, thank you.
Okay.
Your name and address for the record.
29 South Canal Street, that's the address for the church.
And, okay, Counselor, any questions? So the same, I'm just gonna repeat it to
Yes.
you. Nothing personal,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
So if you're gonna have a speaker, it needs to be toward to your group, not to the public. 'Cause, there's many people who are not involved and wants to be part of whatever you do, and even though this is great, so we have to repeat that. So no vehicle parking inside the park, which I know that you're not gonna be able. Neil Park, doesn't have that space, but I still have to repeat it myself,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
So Counselor, no questions? Can I get a motion to send document 116 with favorable recommendation?
So, second?
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, you do need to come back next Tuesday.
Okay, thank
Same
you.
time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. God bless.
Can I get a motion to take 1/10/23 out of order?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 1/10/23 is Oliver in July, Campaign Common on July 15. Good friends.
So long day. How are you?
Name and address for the record, even though you've been coming here for like, how many years?
14 years. We are
14
celebrating.
years, that just looked like that was yesterday.
Yes. We are in the 599 Canal Street, 6th floor, Lauren Matt, 0840.
Okay.
Andres Flovilo.
And no, and Andres, what we gonna offer it as a new this year? Because I went last year. Oh my gosh.
Well,
You all are invited.
Yes, I know. So
what the big celebration, 14 years, is a big celebration. We have backpacks for kids for more than 500 backpacks to give away.
wow,
We have 1,000 toys, bikes, skateboard. We have a talent show. This year we have more than 10 characters, different characters.
From Disney World,
From
they
Disney-
coming to
almo-
Lawrence.
more than 10.
from Disney to Lawrence.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Big surprise.
From
And we're gonna
Disney to
have
Lawrence.
talent shows for disabled kids, talent show. And also we have the Mayor Task Force recognition certification for citizenship students. We are managed a lot of students for citizenship. And also we have clowns, 2 clowns, right? We have a raffle, we have other organization want to
Don't give it
away.
all. They not gonna go.
You're gonna stay? And so, right, what else?
I don't know why you're saying that. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming this year.
So I hope you all go. Over here, you guys are invited as well. This is a big celebration that we do for disabled children and low-income family. We love what we're doing. We do this with a lot of passions. We enjoy it, no matter what the heat is.
I know.
Sometimes
I
too
know.
much.
I know.
But, well, someone has to pay the price.
I just go encourage all the public to participate in this. If you have children, please, just take a note of the date. You can get more information from her. But that was something that I brought my daughter last year, remember?
Yes.
So she was so shy that she didn't want to pick up any toys, but I'm telling you, it was like, I don't even know what they did with all one, because they have a lot of people last year.
Yes.
But I'm hoping that you can get more this year. And even though you're coming in front of us for 14 years, and I went last year, I just have to repeat what you heard me saying, that the music have to be to your group.
Sure.
And yes, I don't know about the other 3s are here, but I'm coming to your event.
Thank you,
Oh,
appreciate. You
they better say, yes, I'm going.
Oh, they are.
You remember, it's last Toys Give It Away last December. That was amazing at
Yeah, I know.
at the library. That was amazing. That was amazing. It was one of the events that I really love it. I don't know, I never played with toys, maybe. I don't know, I like to, and you know what is the good thing? That we don't package the toys and.
I remember.
And just take whatever, no.
We display, they choose whatever you want.
Exactly, they gotta choose. What about if you give me something that I don't want it?
Right.
You know, I had 2 or 3 of them. When there is a lot of others that I can choose, one of those one that I don't have it. I think that way, that's what I think, that's the way that we do it, and a lot of people suggest us to do it in different way, and we keep it like that. For me, it's easy. Anna Levy was in the last event, and I remember that she was to the other side, and Chicaseta, my friends was in the side here. That's one of my volunteers. And they were asking me, how we gonna do it? This is not for you. This is for the kids, so let them choose what they want. And if they want 2 or 3, yes. But man, don't take 5, but 2 or 3 is okay. I always gonna make sure that bring enough.
Why you don't do it like twice a year?
Yeah,
I don't know, I like to do it, I don't know.
So,
we
yeah.
do it twice because we normally have a choice for right now the event, and we do it officially in December. That we have the Santa, we have the other character, but we use twice a the year. All years, whatever you go to my office, they pick us something there.
Every kids that go to my
And the
office, they
school
have a
supplies,
choice.
they got a choice all the time.
Because sometimes kids, mom go for one of the service that we have, or looking for resources that we might don't have, but we can connect it with the resources in the community. In the meantime, you know how the kids they are. So what I try to do with them is to make them quiet and obeys everything that we say. What a better way to give it some candy or a toys to a kid.
Right.
For me, this is
No,
the
I
bomb,
can tell.
like they
I
say.
can tell that you don't want to do that. So, just one more time, could you please repeat your address, just in case you know that everyone, someone wants to come and visit you?
It's 599 Canal Street. That's the 6th floor, the east side.
Office 15, 16, 17.
Yes.
Okay.
And phone number is 978-287-8880, right? Yes, we have 2.
Okay.
Yes, we had 2 different numbers.
I promise that I'm gonna stop by one of this day and make the visit to your office.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
So,
You're
Councilor,
welcome.
thank you.
You're welcome.
can I get
Maria,
a,
you remember Maria?
Madam Chair?
They all,
Councilor Levy?
Yes, what I want is you to repeat the day and time of the events, please.
okay, it's gonna be July 15, from
3,
2, 3,
2, yeah.
yeah, from 2 to 8 at nighttime. Well, it's noon.
Is now any other question? Can I get a motion to send document
I
110?
just wanted to say.
Okay, 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 Councilor Levy still have the floor.
No, what I want to thank you is, I want to thank you for the great event that you also did in December. And besides, you know that I try to go also during the summer. When I came, I enjoy a lot getting up and down the stair and trying to help
Claro,
with
exercise.
a good exercise that we do. But this is great, and I think that people enjoy, and not just only the people, but the children, principally the children. Thank you for the work, and also congratulations for all the people that did the citizenship classes, and also they already got his citizenship.
We always thinking,
growing.
yes, we always thinking not only in the children, also in the, I'm gonna say it's the best thing for the whole family. We understand if you are a citizen of this country, you have better opportunity, better mass health, better job, and if you speak like at least a basic English, that can bring you to college if you want to go to college. Also, when they do that, they can bring their family to this country to have the same opportunity that they do have it. So it's really thinking in the goodwill of the family, because I believe when there is any disabled in the house, all family need help. And we can at least give it a little bit of what we think what it is, equal opportunity to them, that they can have the right to change, build. It's really the real dream for any immigrant is to become a citizenship of America. I see it that way. That opportunity was given for me many years ago in the 90s. So I try to give it back to the community what they already gave me.
Last year, we have it's hundreds of citizens. This year, quarterly, we also have a group for 35, and we have about more than 25 new US this year. Last year, more than 135.
So right now, that's.
Right now, we finished this day, Tuesday and on Thursday, we have a group of about 30, and the next group is available, we have 30 more. But also we have about 25 that is already US citizen. And we have about 25 more that have the fingerprints, and the
Yes.
other than the waiting list.
It's gonna
about
be a
20
bump
in the
this
waiting
year,
list.
even more than last year. We're gonna have, I
Maybe
can
gonna
see
have
it.
a double this year.
Yes, 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 yes.
Thank you so much, and I hope that you can continue doing what you've been doing. This is great. Not just only, I think so that this is great for the community and for, like you said, for the family. Because when they become citizens of the United States, they are able to get so many other things, so other doors can open for them.
That's right.
Thank you
That's
so
right.
much.
Thank
And I
you
agree.
so much.
Thank you for us for your support. Thank you.
Yes.
Bruce?
Thank you, Madam. What you do is amazing, because you're not only working with the whole family, you're working with children that you call it disabled, but they're not disabled. They are so talented and so intelligent that, I go there just to see the kids, the way that they perform, the way that they sing, all the things that they do. Then we don't call them a special needs anymore. We call them a special kid.
Yes,
Special.
they're special.
Well, I don't know if they had changed the word, but before they used to say they not a special kid, they are disabled. So we got to find out more about this to keep saying the right word. Thank you for letting me know if there is any change, because what we want is really, to make them feel equal.
Yeah, but
Oh, yes, they do it. Yes.
intelligent. Something that you're working on is the mental health. Believe it or not, it's a need 100% in our community.
Yes.
A lot of families, they don't know what to do, but they just need one support, and that will open a lot of doors. Then just keep doing what you're doing. Blessing for the two of you.
Yes.
Keep
I
it
was
up.
feeling so good with somebody invited for autism. We participated last Saturday in the public library. It was amazing what many people with family was struggle to fight with equal opportunity for all. That's amazing, and we feel very good. We're so proud about our Lawrence community, our support for many people that all the time they call us, and we try to looking for the resources available for them.
And
we enjoy
also, it's another great thing that we are really doing it right now is to promote the mass health renewing, to make sure that the family don't lose their coverage for health insurance. That's another hard work, hard campaign that we are doing in Lawrence. It's assigned to us to do in Lawrence, and we love it. I love it. We just finished a group that we were giving them the steps how to do it and make sure that they do it, because I understand if you don't have coverage for insurance, and then you're gonna be in big problems. And this is something that for anyone that have mass health needed it right now, since April to July 31st, we're gonna be promoting this campaign around Lawrence area.
So we are choosing we have a partnership for Mass Health in Olive in July to promote the new renewal about the mass health coverage. So we're gonna have some flyer on the city hall everywhere.
Yes, we're gonna leave some
South
flyer
and
on it.
north. And we're gonna be in the radio station. We've been in the TV show, and we will continue giving the promoter for all people that need mass health.
You gotta keep doing things.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing what you're doing for our city. Can I get a motion to send document 11023 with favorable recommendation?
So move.
Second,
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Selena, you
do
can.
need to, you
they
do
gotta
need
go
to come
the
back.
event too.
Oh, yes, yes.
No, I saw you.
I saw you, yes.
Okay, both of you, I know that you've been coming here for 14 years. You do need to come back next Tuesday.
I'm gonna send my secretary next.
Okay. If you have any problem, just let me know. So,
I'm gonna be in business signing the contract.
okay,
Those ones that, those.
okay. Thank you.
Coming here to Lorraine.
I want to send somebody, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna send somebody, thank you.
290, is it, okay. Can I get a motion to take document 11223 out of order?
Second?
Motion has been made properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 11223 is the Festival Bomba y Plena 2023, Campanon Common on July 8 through July 9. José Dávila, Instituto Cultural de Puerto Rico. Festival Bomba y Plena. Okay. I want to hear about that. Bomba y Plena.
Yes, my name is Jose Davila. I'm the president of Institute, Cultural Institute of Puerto Rico, 35 Common Street.
Okay, can
Vanessa
you,
Spendes, 73 Boxford Street, I'm the secretary. Marisol Sevilla, 23 Foster Street, I'm the treasurer.
the young lady on the back?
Sara Rivera,
Okay, so is anyone
directora
can tell?
de todo lo que me necesiten.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit, this is something new, Bomba in Plena, so can you tell us what this is gonna be?
Well, Bombay Plena is the folkloric music from Puerto Rico. And even though that we've been participating for so many years in different events and we've been teaching, and it's the first time that we're gonna be held a festival that is exclusively for Bomba and Plena. And we are very excited about this event. We have a lot of ideas of things that we want to implement during this activity. And it's a lot of people that we've been in contact already, and everybody has the same feeling as us, like it's for the first time in I don't know how many years. So it's going to be exclusively Bomba and Plena. So, and we are expecting to bring the best of the best for this event.
Wow. And you say this is the first time?
This is the first
Yes.
time that's completely.
What is the
folkloric.
expectation on that event? Like you're gonna bring a lot of people together?
It's not only that. We are gonna be able to teach all the youth in here the real Bomba and Plena, and if God help us, we're gonna be able to have them together on the same stage. Hopefully.
Okay.
So we have people that's coming from Boston, it's people that coming from different parts of Massachusetts, but it's also probably people that coming from far away.
Well, I had the pleasure to participate in all the events, the Instituto Cultura de Puerto Rico, and I know how you guys putting things together. I hope can be one of the big ones that you had that in the past. I personally don't have any question. I know that someone in your group is going to text me or call me to remind me to be there. He usually wait until the last minute to call me or ask me to be there, but I'm hoping that this year he's going to let me know. Look at him like turning his face, looking for another person. But thank you. Counselor, any question?
No, I wanted to ask you, are you having a site to teach people how to dance Plena and Bomba?
Yes.
I want to learn.
You're gonna be welcome.
I think we're gonna have we are working to have classes from Bombay Plena and another percussion, salsa, something else, gastronomy.
So if you want to
yeah.
learn how to make pasteles, morcilla, arroz con dulce, and all the
Alcapurrias,
typical
everything.
food
Typical
from Puerto
food.
Rico, so it's a lot of workshops that we're gonna be offering.
Yeah.
Today, we just begin with the first one. So in the public library, we have the modeling, and the girls were so excited, and we are more than them.
Yeah.
So,
Put up.
Okay,
thank you.
no any question? Can I get a motion? Question? Question? Can I get a motion to send document? Oh my God, I went to.
112.
112 with favorable recommendation.
So move.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. You know the rules. You need to come back next Tuesday,
All right.
okay?
Thank you. Have a good night.
And out of the record, make sure that you have your skirt ready, because you're gonna have to dance too.
Wow.
Good night.
Good
Hey,
night.
thank you.
All right.
Counselor, can I get a motion to take document 40822 out of order?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second, and actually, out of order and out of table.
So move. Second.
Motion has been made, properly second, to take document 40822 out of order and out of table. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 40822 is a national grid on Marston Street to install a IGO pole 4642-50. We have a rep from National Grid.
Yes, Vasna Eng, 1101 Turnpike Street, North Andover, Mass.
Okay.
Represent National Grid.
So what you are going to do is you are going to install.
Yes, we're hoping to install a jointly owned pole in order to provide utilities to the redeveloped property at, I believe it's sorry about that, at 207 Marston Street.
Okay, this is going to be a new business?
I am not sure. I wasn't the one who designed it, but they're redoing something there. Maybe a new business, maybe new apartments. I'm not overly sure what it is exactly.
Okay, seems like it any question? Councilor De La Cruz.
It's going to benefit, you said, a company?
It's for the installation of the pole is to benefit the new development that is being in place at 207 Marston Street. So,
If there's no any other question, can I get a motion to send document 40822 with favorable recommendation to order a public hearing?
Second.
Being made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
You do not need to come back next Tuesday since that this is going to be ordered a public hearing.
Yep.
So our secretary is going to get in contact with you when you need to come back in
Okay.
front of us. And
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you for your patience.
Yep, thank you, gracias.
Phone number, in case we need it.
The designer's phone number, I'm not the one that actually designed it, but I can give you my number, it's not a problem. It is 978-995-4819. Thank you.
Thank you for giving it in public, but,
Oh.
but, yes. Thank you. So, can I get a motion to take document 11423 out of order?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 11423 is a Harkis in peddler license, Delicia Solano, Reynaldo Solano. Name and address for the record.
Ok. Buenas noches, primeramente. Mi nombre es Reinaldo Solano, yo soy propietario de Delicia Solano. Yo vengo para, dentro de las posibilidades, si Dios y ustedes me lo permiten, yo poder renovar mi licencia para continuar laborando, ya que dependo de mi negocio.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just here before you today because I want to renew my license so I can continue doing my work with, what is el nombre del lugar?
Delicia Solano.
With Delicia Sonado, for I can continue doing the work that I keep doing in the community. Tu nombre y la dirección también tiene que decirla.
Okay, so renewal, your license, and so what is your business? What do you sell?
¿Qué tú vendes ahora mismo?
Normalmente lo que yo vendo es comida rápida, hot dog, hamburger, burrito, yaroa, quesadilla.
Ahora, right now what I sell is hot dogs, hamburgers, burritos, and chimis, and just fast food in general.
Where is your business located?
¿Dónde tú te ubicas?
Mi negocio está ubicado en el 530 de la Broadway.
My business is located on 530 Broadway.
This is a new business?
Esto es nuevo.
Say
No.
renewal, but
No, no es nuevo. Yo me refiero, realmente la dirección del negocio es la 93 de la Common, porque es donde yo preparo los alimentos. Y esa es la dirección que está en el sistema. Pero donde yo ubico el food truck para cuando yo voy a iniciar la venta, es en el 530 de la Broadway.
okay, now.
So what I mean by that, by saying new business, is because where I prepare everything that I sell is on 93 Common Street, but where I park my truck to do the actual business is on Broadway Street.
Okay. Should I ask if it was a food truck or, where do you usually park your truck when you finish? When you're done for the night?
Cuando tú terminas, ¿dónde tú parqueas la guagua, ¿dónde tú la parqueas?
En el mismo lugar. Yo tengo un espacio
En el
500
Broadway.
no, en el 530 de la Broadway yo tengo un parking rentado.
He mentioned that he parks the vehicle, the actual truck, at 530. He has an actual location that he can park.
Guzman, I want you to tell him something. We all speak Spanish, but we can talk to him in Spanish because we're conducting this meeting and it have to be in English. So if you see us on the street, don't feel like you need to speak in English. But in here, that is the reason that we have to ask someone to interpret it for you.
Y por eso que cuando estamos por ahí, siempre hemos escuchado español, pero cuando estamos aquí en el chamber tenemos que hablar el idioma en inglés para poder tener la comunicación. Por eso que te pusieron una persona como yo, no es nada contra ti o
No, no, no.
es el
Okay?
procedimiento.
Okay, sorry.
So we just want to be, yes, we just want to make sure that he understand that we have to follow the rules and proceed.
Queremos que tú estés, ¿verdad? De acuerdo que lo que está pasando ahora mismo es un procedimiento que nada contra ti.
Okay.
Okay, Councilor Levy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The place that you use for, to prepare your food is 93 Common?
El lugar donde tú usas para preparar tu comida es en la Common, en el 90 Common.
En la 93 de la Common.
93 Common Street.
So that says the Northern S Kitchen or Eat for All Kitchen?
Morenito Mambo.
El negocio se llama Morenito Mambo, la cocina. Está ubicada en la 93 de la Common.
Oh, okay.
So where I prepare the food is 93 Common Street, which is also recognized as Morenito Mambo, another business.
Councilors, good evening.
Evening.
Yeah, I'm rushing the day. Well, I'm taking my time. Today was, the weather was great. So where he's referencing is the old Napoli pizza shop,
Oh, okay, right.
that corner building, and that's where he's talking about.
I saw that he was using the Northern East kitchen on Common Street. Thank you for the clarification.
Sepa que eso lo cambiaron, tú sabes, pusieron un negocio nuevo. Hace mucho que lo pusieron. So la persona que le tiene
Okay,
ahora
so you want to make the motion?
Motion to send to the full council with favor recommendation.
para subirlo para el
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
todita votaron y
You
votaron que
just,
sí.
all, the I have it. So, thank you for helping us, and also mention it to him that he needs to come back next Tuesday for any counselor might have any questions.
El próximo martes tiene que estar aquí. La reunión es a las 7 p.m. del consejo entero, por si hay algunas preguntas con otros concejales de aquí. Tiene que estar aquí a las 7 p.m. el martes que viene, ahora que viene.
Thank you. Thank you, Guzman. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Can I get a motion to take document 120 out of order?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. Document 12023 is a community cookout, Campaign Common on July 29. It has been put in the agenda by Somali Santo and Grace Nation Church. Name and address for the record.
My name is Michelle. We're from Grace Nation on 360 Merrimack Street. My name is Somali Santos, and we're over at 360 Merrimack Street in Lawrence, Mass.
Okay, so what are we doing? A cookout for the community?
Yes, so I'm actually the director of outreach, and so we do an annual community cookout where we serve the community. So we did it last year, and it was a complete success. It was amazing. So our vision is basically to just a fellowship with the community, allow them to know who we are, offer our services as well as just supporting small businesses as well in Lawrence. So this is the reason why we wanted to do like vending, have vendors out, but not to sell anything, just to kind of promote their business and give out pamphlets and just let them know how they can find, to network. So that's really the vision, and and just offer our services and introduce ourselves as, the Church of Lawrence, because a lot of people, we're new to Lawrence, so it's our second year, but, we want to always introduce ourselves and just create, events like this to allow families to have a fun-filled day with their kids as well. So the vision that we have is to have a bounce house. Not sure if we need like insurance or anything, but we want to do a bounce house. We do face painting. We do complimentary food, free hot dogs, hamburgers, refreshments. We do snow cones to keep the kids refreshed. And games and live performances. We do like performances with flags and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And we do understand that if we do have music, we have to keep it within our event because there are houses around, so we are aware of that. So yeah, that's the ultimate vision.
I don't know, but your face looked familiar, so this is the
I'm a
first-
twin, and we were here last year, and I would like to invite you guys all as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a twin. I don't know if you know Xiomara Santos, Xiomi Santos. No, we came last year, but maybe that's why.
Okay, so your face looked familiar, and for some reason, when you say we are new, and this is the second year, so I thought that you was been doing it for such a long time.
Okay, so I have a nonprofit organization where we feed the homeless and stuff like that, and so we were called Sky's Angels, and we used to go out to Lawrence, give out food and stuff, and pray for them, and just kind of offer our services as well. So that's probably why you see our faces a little familiar. Yeah, and we go out to Mass Ave in Boston as well, and we do that as well. But our ultimate goal is just to shine light wherever we are. Technically. Yes, so originally that's where we started, and then they ended up getting shut down, and we used to do the whole prayer table and everything with Michael Gorman and stuff, a really good friend of mine, and so that had happened, and then we're like, okay, this is still this is a huge passion of ours, and we can't stop now, so let's just start our own organization. So that's how it kind of came about, and we just wanted to start the movement, but now we do it with the church now, so we're with Grace Nation Church now.
Bless you for what you're planning on doing.
Thank you.
Well needed in the community.
Thank you.
I know that your face looked familiar. Probably I saw you at TMF because I usually, when I have the time, I usually go there.
Yes.
But I'm going to just tell you what you heard me telling others.
Of course.
So that has nothing to do with you,
Yep.
your organization. This is something that we have to repeat ourselves. Since that this is going to be a community cookout, I know that it's going to be tons of food. You cannot park the vehicle inside of the park. If you're going to have a speaker, it needs to be toward to your group, not to the public. Sometimes, as much as it sounds fun, but you know, it's other who don't want to participate, and then they start calling and complaints, and then come back to us. I'm just going to open the floor for any other the council if they have any question. And thank you for doing what you are doing.
Thank you.
A question? Can I get a motion to send? You do have a question? No? Can I get a motion to send document 1/20/22/23 with favorable recommendation?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Thank you.
do-
Just really quick, I just want to add, if we're able to have access to the park from 11 a.m. To 7 p.m., only to set up and then clean up, but the event will be from 1 to 6.
Just repeat the time again?
I'm sorry, so I was just asking if we can have access to the park from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., just to kind of cover the times for setup and also cleanup as well. Thank you so much.
From 11 to 7, okay? Thank you.
you so
do need
much.
to come back for next Tuesday, okay?
Tuesday, same time?
Same time, same location, same channel.
Thank you so much. God
Thank
bless
you.
you guys. And I want to invite you guys all, July 29th,
Amen.
Campañón Park, okay?
Amen. 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 Gina, sorry that I'm calling you by name. So we have a little dilemma here with your items. I can't see your items in the agenda. I don't know if it because was referred to personal, but we don't have it in the ordinance.
Commissioner Hale and I were able to find it. It's under, what date was it? It's in January of 2022. So it should be the table item? Yes. It's the same item that was just heard by the Personnel Committee, yep. So just give me a minute. Sure. I'll look.
Page 5, table items. Yeah, 29021. Can I get a motion to take document 290-21 out of order and out of table?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 29021, request for ordinance creating a position for safety manager in Lawrence, in the Department of Public Work.
Good evening, councilors.
Good evening.
So this is a request, it was previously made by then Water Commissioner Milagros Puegos. And we're trying to revive this request because it's a really, really important position. This would be the position of safety manager in DPW. I've recommended that it be graded at grade E, which has a maximum salary of about $87,000, but it starts at about $56,000. And Commissioner Hale is here to speak as to why this position would be needed, but I think you'll agree when you hear all the benefits that it will have.
Thank you. Before we pass, do you have any question for Director LeGrec? Okay.
Good evening. So if we just can go into the packet that I provided. So I'll just give you a brief overview. So in 2019, the city, we're currently not under OSHA, but we're under the Department of Labor standards. So we are supposed to follow OSHA, minimum OSHA requirements for the city. So with the creation of this position in particular is we have a lot of comp cases in the city, and you know, these injuries can be prevented. So with having this person on board, that we can constantly do training and, educate the employee of how to, be in a safe environment. There's a lot of opportunity to improve in the city, and it's hard to manage multiple roles. So to have one designated person that can manage this program and keep everybody safe, it would, the employees also have a responsibility, but as long as we provide them the training, it goes hand in hand. The manager can only do so much, the employee, but to get the training is the most important part, so the employee can know how to be safe on the jobs. I'd like to just highlight, let me see, page 4, which shows you some of the fatal accidents that can occur on the job sites. It has the falls. 36% of fatal accidents are fall-related. 10% struck by objects, 9% of electrocutions, and 2% caught in between construction equipment. I know in the history of the city, there was actually somebody that got ran over by a trash truck in like the 80s and things like that. So things do happen. In my department, I've had probably at least 8 people out on comp since 2017. So just by providing the training and preventing them from going out on comp, if you go to page 7, you can see there's cost benefits to this position. Some of the people think that safety costs too much. It's not the case. Just a hearing loss claim costs, a town or a city $44,000. It could vary, it could be less, could be more, but that was some of the estimated costs. Hernia, $45,000, sprains, $65,000, and electrical shock up to $250,000. So just by reducing some of these injuries, I think the position definitely pays for itself, and it's well worth it. If you just skip to the back page here, it just shows you some of the last page, trench safety. So we do a lot of digging in water and sewer. Shoring is very important. Anything over 5 feet in depth, we have to shore up the walls so they don't cave in on the workers. So, the manager can assist with providing training for that with OSHA, and there's National Trench Safety. We can bring those people in. And then there's a lot of other things that you wouldn't think of. I mean, DPW deals with a lot of chainsaws. There's a whole thing about chainsaw safety. Ride-on lawnmowers. They have safety roll bars on them. And I believe in 2017, there was a DPW worker killed. He put the roll bar down, and just so he could make it under trees, and he flipped over, and it was a fatal accident. So I think it's very important for the city to get the training that we need and have that person manage the program.
Okay, Counselor, any question? Counselor Reyes and myself, we were at the personnel committee, and he just went over to us, so I don't have any question. Counselor De La Cruz?
You have it's related to DPW, and now employee with a salary of $87,000. Can other person, or you need that person for a different department?
I'm not sure what.
What I'm saying is that you asked before for an employee that you needed for training.
No, this is all under one position. Safety manager would be in charge of the program.
The same person for the safety manager and for the training?
Yes. Well, they would coordinate everything. There's some training that can be done by the manager himself, but a lot of it too is bringing in outside agencies like
It's
OSHA.
not 2 different persons, it's
No,
just
one person.
Okay.
One position,
Yes.
which is, we do have it budgeted.
Don't you think it's gonna be a lot of work for one person?
So there's a responsibility between the manager, but also the employees are responsible. So we would designate competent person that you call on the job site, that if there was any issues, that they can shut down the job if it's not safe. So it's just about, you know, everybody taking responsibility, but the manager will control the program. They won't be directly responsible if an accident occurs, but this is all just to prevent the accidents as much as possible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Councilor Levy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is something that, yes, that made me a little confused. So this is for the water department. The water department is on the area of the DPW?
Yes, so, you know, we have it under water and sewer listed, but this is gonna be for DPW for every aspect of every department and under DPW. Yes.
Okay, that was my confusion.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, no any other question? Can I get a motion to send document 290-2021 with favorable recommendation?
So, second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't want to keep you that long. I wish I would have known that. Shame on you both. You show up late. You know that I don't like to keep you that late. So shame on Gina. That she. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I was gonna keep our officer for last, but he showed up. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Always a pleasure to have you.
Is this your phone? Is the phone here?
Okay, good evening, Officer Cano. Are you ready for us, or you want me to start with, are you? Okay.
I have a few treats for you.
So, okay, so, I don't like it when you do that.
No?
So, I just want you to, please, okay. Okay, you need to go.
This is 1.1 of 2015. I had to dive deep for that. Okay, so
Was, the items, numbers, so that way we can be in your order.
good evening, councilors. It's always a pleasure to see you. Always a nice thing to come in person and be able to spend time with all of you. Pat, thank you for being here. So the first, Abel Kano, Lawrence, please. First ordinance is going to be 1623. Next one, 2223.
Going to be talking, so that way we can take it as a block. Okay? So, okay, you might continue. Started from
1623. 2223.
2223,
3823.
3823,
3923.
3923,
5622.
5622,
Yeah. 5723.
5723,
5823.
5823,
5923.
5923,
6023,
6023,
6123,
6123,
14115,
14115. Wow. Okay,
208, I'm sorry, 20919,
20919,
26822,
26822,
30322,
30322,
40122,
40121.
40122.
Yeah, 40122.
Yeah, and then 40222.
402.
Yep, 22. And the last one, 407, 40722.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 70 in total is what you have? Yeah. So just give it one more minute so that way we can deal with me. Okay. Counselor, ready for the motion? I'm gonna take it as a block, okay? This is a lot of items. Can I get a motion to take document 1623, 2223, 3823, 3923, 5622 or 23?
22.
22. 5723, 5823, 5923, 6023, 6123, 14115, 20919, 26822, 30322, 40122, 40222, and 40722.
So move.
Wait, I have to make the motion. The motion is to take it as a block out of order and out of table.
So move.
Motion has been made to take all the document as a block out of order and out of table. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. So unless that the officer is not recommending one, I'm just gonna wait for him to go one by one and we're gonna make a motion. So that way we're not gonna get confused. So if he's not gonna recommend one, and then we make a single motion, right? Okay.
Okay, thank you. So ordinance document 1623, it's a request by Councilor Giovanni Rodriguez on behalf of De Papa Chichi Barbershop. I met with the owner. He's requesting 1 hour parking Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, from 9 to 7 at the location of 266 Lowell Street for 2 vehicle spaces in front of that location. That was formerly known as the Lawrence Meat Market, and at one point the backside was being used by the taxi companies. I do recommend for this request to be granted. If the council passes the request, a sign should be posted at the following location: from the southwest corner of Broadway on Lowell Street, traveling west to a point 174 feet to a point 194 feet. And then from 194 to 214 feet. That'll put the sign in front of 264, 266 Lowell Street for 2 parking spaces, 1 hour parking each.
Okay, you don't have parking meter on that,
No,
location, right? Okay.
no parking meter.
Okay, you continue. So he's recommended, and I have those numbers again. Sure.
Yep.
That number.
The-
1623. 1623, yeah? Okay. Thank you.
Document number 2223. recommended by Councilor Giovanni Rodriguez, to make Winter Street a one-way street traveling northbound from Essex Street, passing Melvin Street, which intersects, and then all the way to Lowell Street. Winter Street is a two-way street that runs both north and south with both residential and commercial businesses. I measured the location and documented the following. The length of the street is 754 feet. The width of the street is 34 feet evenly throughout that space. I do recommend this request be granted to alleviate the excessive traffic during rush hour. I am requesting this matter to be forwarded to the city engineer for his recommendation based on his review and any traffic study required.
Thank you. Counselor, can I get a motion to table document 2223 and send the document to the city engineer for his recommendation?
So move.
The motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. The reason that I want to table it is because I know they are working on a different plan, but also we need to wait for the engineer report.
Document number 3823, being submitted by Councilor Ana Levy for a sign to be posted 20 feet north and 20 feet south of the intersection on Prospect Street at Prospect Court, indicating no parking from here to corner. There is a state law that prohibits parking within 20 feet of any intersection. Unfortunately, not everyone obeys this restriction. The concerns placed forth to Councilor Levy by constituents because of motor vehicle accidents at that location, it was expressed to her that vehicles parking too close to this intersection were blocking the view of motorists as they were exiting onto Prospect Street from Prospect Court. For this reason, I do recommend that a sign be placed at these two locations, or, in the least, the curb should be painted accordingly by the DPW and traffic control monitor and address the violations accordingly. We all know that we do have a shortage of traffic control, but it would be great if maybe, going and ticketing those vehicles when they do park, maybe we can not have to have the signs, but if the council passes this request, the sign should be placed at the following location. From the southeast corner of Prospect Court on Prospect Street traveling south to a point 20 feet, and from the northeast corner of Prospect Court on Prospect Street traveling north to a point 20 feet.
Okay, with this document, what we are gonna do is, because by law, people supposed to park 20 feet from the corner. This is not a document that we can order public hearing. This is not a document that the police have to do anything about it. Thank you for putting the work together. I'm going to send and refer the document 3823 to DPW Director. DPW, and I'm also gonna be send the document for withdrawal, because it's not further action.
It was already sent to DPW and discussed with DPW, and that is needed. It's an emergency in that corner.
Okay.
Because
So
it's
what
not,
we are gonna-
people are not respecting the whole prospect. People are not respecting the law. No matter if the police is there 20 hours.
There's a part of the conversation that I wish to share with everyone, and that is that aside from Prospect Street being narrow and people parking too close, there's also the issue, which I'll get into on the next document, but is that Vine Street is directly in front of Prospect Court. So people that are not familiar with the space will think that the street continues. And many times they misjudge, have a bad, are not paying attention, and they tend to think that they can continue and they don't stop. So the next item, even though we're not there, is for a stop sign. But I think we would benefit from having the signs. But again, I know that a little bit is more enforcement than it is,
Right.
but whatever you choose as it's.
So what am I gonna do with this is, I'm gonna be here at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I'm gonna handle this document to DPW and explain what we tried to do and what we are looking, because I know, I'm very familiar with the area. My sister has a house there, and I pass there, and I can tell you, yes, it's a nightmare. And especially when someone is trying to inching out to take from Haver Street to go to Prospect Street.
Yeah, that is another problem that we're gonna, another item that maybe I'm gonna take it, but it's, I know there is so many things right now. But what happened with the Prospect Core is that they wanted some time to go from Prospect Core, passing the little line Prospect Street, and jumping to Vine Street. And they do not watch who's coming from either way on Prospect Street to go from the Prospect Core to Vine Street.
So we are gonna be doing something better. Monday, we are gonna be having a meeting on the site with the DPW director. We are gonna be pointing what we are looking to do and happening in that street. I can pass the message, I can deliver the message tomorrow, and I can start, at least to start the conversation with him. Because this is a urgent matter. I think that we have to pay attention to this, but we don't have ordinance in place that we have to order a public hearing or send it with any recommendation, because by law, we're supposed to park 20 feet from the corner. This is by the state. It's not even for the municipal. So can I get a motion? I'm not gonna send it to DPW since it has been referred before. Can I get a motion to send document 3823, favor recommendation to withdraw? I'm gonna talk to him, right? We don't have ordinance for this. So I have to go and talk to him about this.
About the problem.
About the problem, okay? So you can come with me, you're welcome, I can set another meeting, and you can come, and I can also ask him to visit the site with us,
Okay.
okay?
We already visited the site this week, and he saw the problem that we are having right now on that little, because we also allow the company, the packing company that is right in there, and when they put the truck one side and the other side, nobody can see what happened on that little piece of area in there.
But the whole corner is the problem.
Yes,
The
sir.
whole corner.
Oh, yeah, no,
from
no,
one
no,
side
I
to
know,
the
I
other
know.
side. It's about education.
Yes.
Yeah, so, it
Yeah, but
actually,
we also has to take care, so we have to look at the way on how also to help,
We cannot pay
So
for
you'll
police.
also be happy with the next one.
okay.
so, you know, it's not even, I think education, but also enforcement. So we can do whatever.
Police there in that
We can do, no, traffic control, but we can do whatever we want to do, but we definitely have to do something. And we are, because I remember, I think it was less than a year, Councilor Reyes, that we have a meeting in one of that area that you invited me just because they was discussing that. And it was in my district, but someone from that district came to District B to complain about that. So, yeah, definitely, we're gonna do something. The motion is to send document 3822 for withdrawal. You got that one, right? Okay. Made, properly second, all those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Pat, you also have 22, 23 table? Okay. Okay?
Next item is 3923, which is also by request by Councilor Anna Levy, for one stop sign to be posted on Prospect Court at the intersection with Prospect Street. Prospect Court is currently a one-way road. It is also very narrow and travels east to west from High Street to Prospect Street. As you reach the intersection, there is another public way that is almost diagonally across from Prospect Court, formerly known as Vine Street, giving the appearance that Prospect Court continues straight without hindrance. If you're not familiar with the area, obviously there could be a lapse in judgment and error leading to not yielding to oncoming traffic traveling perpendicular from north to south. That places motorists at risk at this four-way intersection. I do recommend that the stop sign be placed at the location as soon as possible. If the council passes this request, the sign should be placed at the following location: from the northeast corner of Prospect Street on Prospect Court, traveling east to a point 9 feet. That'll be facing the traffic as it's coming down Prospect Court, so it stops before it gets to the intersection.
So what we are looking to do is a four-way stop?
No, it's just a regular stop, one stop. It's
Okay.
the only stop sign that's there,
Okay.
because Vine Street is also a one-way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, you might continue.
Next one is 5622. I'm submitting this request in bequest of Councilor Selena Reyes, who was requesting a traffic study and review of the five-corner intersection, which is Cedar Street, Cross Street, and Franklin Street. Cedar Street is a two-way street. It is two-way from Broadway, traveling east and westbound through the intersection all the way to Hampshire Street. Cedar Street at the intersection on the west side has a width of 40 feet. The east side of Cedar Street at that intersection measures 53 feet. Now, Cross Street is a two-way street from Broadway, traveling north and southbound up to the intersection, where it changes to a one-way and prohibiting traffic from traveling straight through at an easterly direction towards the intersection of Tremont and Hampshire Street. There is a do not enter sign and has traffic emanating from Hampshire Street to Tremont Street in a northwesterly direction. Cross Street has a width of 39 feet at the two-way intersection. On the opposite side, a one-way, it measures 35 feet. Lastly, Franklin Street is a one-way street at this intersection traveling south. Franklin Street at the intersection measures 50 feet. I do recommend this request to be forwarded to the city engineer for his review, recommendation, and a traffic study if needed, and to consult with Councilor Selena Reyes on what particular concerns are being expressed by her constituents for that area that could perhaps make it better.
Okay, motion to table document 5622 and also to send corresponded or send the document to the city engineer for a study review.
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Document 5723 is being requested by Councilor Gregory Del Rosario and Councilor Anna Levy on behalf of many constituents that live on Alden Court. Approximately 15 residents have already signed a petition that brought this request forward. From number 24, which is a multifamily, building 68, Alden Court, and also another multifamily. Right behind that, there's also another multifamily, and the last one is number 10, Alden Court. Alden Court is basically a dead-end street. At the end of the street, there are two garages, repair shops, And then to the left side, which is basically the even side, I mean the odd side, there's only two houses. It's one house, and that one house has like a 4-star garage, so they don't have an issue with parking. That street is very small. Now, when you enter Alden Court from West Street, which is right across from the charter school, on the right side and on the left side, there's two big parking lots. A vacant lot that's fenced in, and on the left side, it's a parking lot. And they both belong to the charter school. So they utilize it sometimes for the parent pickup and drop-off. They weren't using it at all up until before the pandemic, when they were having a lot of issues with the charter school and parents and people just trying to negotiate that busy section of West Street during the morning and during the afternoon. I started getting involved in helping and assessing the situation, trying to figure things out. So I recommended that the school use their parking lot to help parents to be able to have more space so that they're not double parking on the street. And then you have the regular traffic at all the businesses on West Street. You have residents that are trying to get through, and it just becomes a really big nightmare. So the residents of Alden Court, they are really having a tough time with the businesses that are at the end, where they're taking up, they filled up their space, their private business, with junk cars, customer cars, and a lot of junk parts. So now they park their cars on the outside, taking away the space that they have for the residents that live there. So they came together and they put this petition forward requesting that this street become a resident parking only. And they don't want it for the whole time. They're just looking for between 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. so that when they come home at night, they have a place to park. And I think that's reasonable. My only recommendation that I think is that because the street is so small, you really can't have double parking, and parking on both sides. You have to have only on one side. So I gave the recommendation for the even side, which has more sidewalk space for parking than the other side. So I'll basically read my ordinance of what I put together. So resident parking only Monday through Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. on even side, which is the south side of the street. I also recommend no parking on the north side of the street from the garages up to the single-family home, number 7, which has 4-star garages on the back of the property. Alden Court is small, dead-end street, which is a two-way currently, with only 4 houses, of which 4 are multifamily and a single-family home. At the end of the street, there are at least 2 repair shops. And I think the designation for the buildings, it's really weird, but 3, 15, and 9, that often use up the street parking with employees, customers, and repair vehicles at any time of the day and night. They have plenty of space on their prospective lots, but it's unkept and poorly maintained. Alden Court is approximately 212 feet long and only 21 feet wide. For a regular street, if you have a car parking, the width of the car would be about 7 feet. And legally, you're supposed to have 10 feet for a vehicle to be able to have untethered access to the street. So if you park 21 minus 7 gives you about 13 feet. And if you have 2 cars trying to access, you don't have enough. 10 and 10 feet, you don't have enough. You're just looking for an accident to happen. And if you have cars parked on either side, 7 and 7 is 14, you're left with 6 feet to get through, which is horrible. And emergency vehicles, fire department, they can't get through. So I do recommend this request to be granted. If the council passes the request, the sign should be placed at the following location: from the southeast corner of West Street on Alden Court traveling east to a point 64 feet, up to 107 feet, and continuing from that point, because there's a driveway, from 166 feet up to 185 feet. And again, no parking on the odd side, which is the north side. The next one, and also, I just want to reiterate the fact that all the residents signed the petition. They put their name, their address, and their phone number if anyone has questions for that. So the next one has to do with, so the next one is number 58, 59, and 60. Document 58, 59, and 60. They're all from... The next one that you're going to be reading at 58 now? Right, okay. Correct. So 5823, so this is the Esperanza Academy, 198 Garden Street. This is for the school. It's for the pickup and drop-off locations because they're having a real tough time during the morning and during the afternoon. So I do recommend, and I'll go through each one. So document 58 is a request made by Councilor Estela Reyes, Madam Chair, on behalf of Principal Ms. Delia Durant Clark and Vice Principal Mrs. Savannah Armstrong from the Esperanza Academy at 198 Garden Street. A loading zone, school bus drop-off pickup, September through June, Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., only 1 hour, and then in the afternoon, 2:30 to 5:30 on Garden Street on the south side. So the south side being the side of the school where the main entrance is. They're looking for that, just for the school buses, to be able to stop, drop off, pick up, and leave. I do recommend that this request be granted. If the council passes the request, a sign should be placed at the following location. From the southeast corner of Jackson Street, on Garden Street, traveling east to a point 32 feet, and to a point 90 feet. The reason why I went beyond the 20 feet is because there's a fire hydrant there. So, and you have to give at least 12 feet from any fire hydrant in any direction.
Okay, I do have a question before we pass this on. So since the parking meter are in place now, you have to let them know, if you can please, that even though they're gonna be having the loading zone, they still have to pay the parking.
This is not, Garden Street, there's no meter.
No, but this is not gonna be placed on Jackson Street?
No.
No? Okay.
This is the south side of Garden Street, right at the door for the school buses. Okay. Well, the document 59, remember there's 3 documents that I have. Yes. So document 59 is for the north side of Garden Street. So it says, the administrator is requesting a loading zone, school bus / parent drop-off pickup, September through June, Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., and then from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. Garden Street north side, which is the Masonic Lodge side. And that's for school bus or parent. Sometimes they have the small vans, it's for that. If the council passes the request, a sign should be placed on the following location. From the northeast corner of Jackson Street on Garden Street, traveling east to a point 20 feet and up to 93 feet. On Garden Street, yep, right across from the other side. And no. So document 6023, it's also for the Esperanza Academy. They're looking for a loading zone, school bus, parent drop-off and pickup from September to June, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. 1 hour, and then 2:30 to 5:30, 2 hours in the afternoon. This is on Jackson Street, east side. So Jackson Street does have meters. So I do not recommend that this request be granted for the 2-hour, 2:30 to 5:30, because there are meters, and we can't violate that. Parents can pay, school bus can pay, however they can figure that out. We can't get around that. However, I do recommend for this ordinance to be granted for the 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., because at that time, the meters are not functioning. Meters start working at 9 o'clock, so they wouldn't interfere with it, and it would help a lot with the congestion for the parents dropping off, picking up. Usually it's dropping off for the kids right at the front door. I explained that the City of Lawrence has procured a company that installs and maintains parking meters in this area of Jackson Street, which is off limits to restrictions during the meter hours of 9 to 6. For the early morning hours, however, if the council passes this request, a sign should be placed at the following location: from the southeast corner of Garden Street on Jackson Street, traveling south, which is towards Common Street, to a point 20 feet, and then to a point 165 feet. Plenty of space for parents to stop, park, drop off, and leave.
So I know that I was in that meeting, but I feel more comfortable just to pass the 1 and 2 on Garden Street, and I'm gonna leave this table until they figure things out. I don't wanna create a chaos on the meters. So I'm gonna leave it here, table it, just see how that works before we play something at 7 a.m. that, I don't know if you start open at 7, are they open?
No, school starts by 8 o'clock, all kids are in.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no one else, yeah.
Okay, in that case, yes.
They're
so-
only need for that 1 hour, just for
Okay.
the kids to get dropped off for school.
Okay, okay, you might continue.
Document number 6123. Oh, yes, well, I wanted to explain, this is for handicap removal. That's probably why. Okay, we can table it until... Oh, okay. It's just that, it's a removal, so I don't know how we... 6123. Okay. Okay, so the next one is 14115. So this is an original document from June 23, 2015. It was originally done by Officer Eugene Scanlon, and I'll just read what it says. I'm submitting this memo in response to document 141. The request is for a handicap parking spot at 208 Willow Street. The petitioner has a handicap placard on file with the council office. The location has no off-street parking. I recommend making a handicap parking spot at the following location: from the northwest corner of Willow Street and Center Street to a point 295 feet, all the way to 315 feet. This places the handicap spot in front of 208 Willow Street. So I bring you this document before you because, so I had a conversation with, let me just get her. So I've received a call from Mrs. Carmen de Alejo, and she's the handicapped person that lives at this address. And she was explaining to me that during this week, a traffic control officer came from Methuen, and because Willow Street, just the next house over, becomes Methuen, they saw that the handicap sign was on a telephone pole. And he went and he took off the handicap sign, and he told her he can't have it. And he's right, because handicap signs by law have to be standalone. They can't be on a telephone pole. However, we were researching, trying to figure out, I was researching to figure out how we can not have to go through the process of going through the difficult time of going through this process of reinitiating something that she's already requested. If she went through the council, then my job is to find out where that document is, and then perhaps get it to DPW so they can install it correctly. I went to the clerk's office, and somehow they couldn't find it. Teresa couldn't find it either from the council, the confidential secretary. But in my drive that Eugene had given me, Eugene Scanlon, Officer Scanlon, he has it in there, and that's why I printed this out. And so somehow it got missed. Somehow it's not there, but we do have it. So I just wanted to reference that, and hopefully we can get her the sign. But I just want to make reference to the fact that it's something that, you know, we, 1 out of a million, I guess, but I found it.
I don't even know, I can explain that back on 2015, and we still have it sitting in the agenda. So no explanation just how that happened. But, you know, the good thing that she's gonna have it, I also spoke to her. She called me, I couldn't give any answer about it. For me, that was impossible, that we're still gonna be having. Because I don't know if you remember that we used to call and ask to remove item from the agenda, and that could be one of them, but we still had that sitting on the agenda. So yeah, so you recommend it, so you might continue with the next one.
Okay.
Please.
So another thing that she was looking for is obviously working at trying to get that street to be a one-way, so that's gonna be really.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, I explained to her.
So document 20919, so we're going back to 2019. This memo is in regards to a Mrs. Espaillat. She's requesting a handicap sign to be placed for one vehicle in front of her residence located at 16 Portland Street. I do recommend for this request to be granted. If the council passes the request, the sign should be placed at the following location: from the northwest corner of Temple Street on Portland Street, traveling west to a point 267 feet and to a point 287 feet. 20 feet, the sign should be placed on the south side of the Portland Street in front of her residence.
Again, I don't know what happened with that one either. So you recommend that one, you continue with
Yes.
that one? Yeah.
Document 26822. This is in request by Councilor Selena Reyes for one stop sign to be posted on Basswood Street at Arlington Street facing northbound traffic at the intersection. So if you're on Basswood Street, you're traveling towards Arlington, the sign is going to be for you to stop. Both are heavily traveled public ways and would benefit from having a stop sign at this location. I do recommend that the stop sign be placed. If the council passes the request, it should be placed from the southeast corner of Arlington Street on Basswood Street, traveling south to a point 12 feet.
268 gonna read the other one that is gonna be sent it for favor recommendation to the public hearing. Yeah, because that's what I wanna do it like all in one, but I'll make sure that I repeat all those numbers that is gonna be sent out with, to order public hearing, okay?
Next one is 30322. This is a request by Madam Chair Stella Reyes for Basswood Street to be placed as a one-way. So Basswood Street is a two-way currently, which has several intersecting streets that join at different locations
Officer.
along the public way.
Officer,
Yes.
you don't have to read that one because that is also in the plan that we just passed it.
I did all that work?
Huh? So we're gonna, that document is gonna be sent out for, can I get a motion to send document 30322, to withdraw?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Pat, 303, withdraw. Yeah? No, withdraw.
Okay, next one, 40122. This is a request by Councilor Ana Levy and Mayor Brian DePena on behalf of constituents for a loading zone on Bradford Street, the south side of the sidewalk. So that's on the same side. So we're talking about 205 Broadway. 205 Broadway is the plaza that has Crown Chicken, El Taco Guapo, Alternatives Wireless. They have a little mini store there. There's a couple of shops and a nail salon, lovely nails. So that's that location. So you have Bradford Street on one side, and then you have Concord Street on the other side, which is where Burger King is. So that's the location. So the request is being made for a loading zone on Bradford Street, which is the south side, Monday through Sunday, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. From 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Sunday, so 7 days a week. There will not be allowed any overnight parking of commercial vehicles on the public way, contrary to any existing city ordinance or policy. I do recommend for this request to be granted. If the council passes this request, the sign should be placed at the following locations: from the southeast corner of from the southeast corner of Broadway on Bradford Street, traveling east to a point 57 feet, and then to a point 115 feet. So why the difference is because the driveway to the plaza comes up to 57 feet. And I give an extra 5 feet so that people leaving and exiting from the plaza, getting onto Bradford Street, have enough space to view and see, because that's a one-way street when traffic is coming down. I didn't go further than that because the Bellacini Academy has their own house, and then they have their driveway, and then the church. So I didn't want to interfere with their space. Document number 40222. This is a request by Councilor Ana Levy and Mayor Brian DePena on behalf of constituents for a loading zone on Concord Street, north side of the sidewalk, Monday through Sunday, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. There will not be allowed any overnight parking of commercial vehicles on the public way, contrary to any existing city ordinance or policy. I do recommend this request to be granted. If the council passes the request, the sign should be placed from the northeast corner of Broadway on Concord Street, traveling east to a point 56 feet, and then to a point 110 feet. There's a driveway, so it jumps from 140 feet to 195 feet, so I gave it extra space. It should be noted that there is no residential houses on that side, so I gave it extra space. And the reason I say no overnight commercial vehicles is because I don't want them to leave their trucks parked there for weeks on end. 40722. request by Councilor Gregory Del Rosario on behalf of his constituents on Poplar Street to make this public way a resident parking only. Currently, Poplar Street is a one-way traveling westbound from Basswood Street to Alder Street. There are 8 multi-unit houses on the odd side of the street. There are 5 multi-unit houses that have even numbers, a 4-stall garage complex, and a park, formerly known as the Cronin Park. There is parking allowed on both sides of the street, and this area is heavily populated with residents and vehicles. The total length of the street is 457 feet. The even side of the street where Cronin Park is located has a length of 242 feet. So the total street is 457, and if you subtract 242 from that, it's roughly about half, right? And the reason I make this a point is because my recommendation is that we don't put resident parking only on the side of the park where people want to go and play and with their families. They should be allowed during the day to go and enjoy the park, even though they want a resident parking only. So I'm only restricting the side that's abutting the park, so that during the normal hours, whether it's from dusk to dawn to dusk, or from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., people can park at the park and enjoy it. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., people can park? Yes, on the park side. But if it's the other side, they can't, because that's resident parking. Okay. Well, that's cool. And I think we did the same thing with Juniper Street, which is the same thing. And I just wanted to be fair and consistent with that.
Thank you for the clarification.
And the reason for the change in time is because sometimes during the summertime, it gets darker earlier, and people are not supposed to be in the park anyway.
Okay, so before I make the motion, I want, ready? For the one that is already sent out with favor recommendation to order public hearing, okay? 268-22. 402-22. 401-22. 209-19. 141-15. 60-23. 59-23. 58-23. 57-23. 16-23. 39-23. And 407-22. The motion is send it with favor recommendation to order a public hearing.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. You want me to repeat it, Pat, or you good? Okay. Yes. 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 Gonna give it to you, so that way you can revise if you need to. Officer, any other, I do have a question for you.
And I have a few questions as well for all of you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, so I have a few streets that I would like so I'm trying to get rid of all of the old ordinances. So I see that there's a few that are still one-way requests. Councilor De La Cruz, I know that you were looking for Platt Street, and this has been since January. Platt Street one-way? You don't,
Send out for the.
For withdrawal.
withdraw, okay.
So what I do recommend you, officer,
Yes.
is just any counselor that you have in your list, that you can give them a call.
Okay.
Just to see if that is still acting, or that's something that we have been sent out, or make any other decision, because we haven't started with our agenda yet. So we have like a full agenda in front of us that we have
Okay.
to continue. So I do have a question, but I can refer to you in another time. I do have a resident who was asking for documents. Can I get a motion to take document 7222, 23 out of order and out of table?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 7223 is a handicap parking at 33 Boswell Street.
Yes. I've spoken to her, I've spoken to
Okay,
the daughter.
Okay,
I just
so
haven't had a chance to go.
you
and-
might gave her my number because she called me
Yes.
also.
Yes, and
So-
I have gone there. I just haven't had a chance to measure. I've had a conversation with her, and I'm having a dilemma with that situation because of the fact that they have a driveway. And it's a two-family, side-by-side. The daughter and the mom live on the opposite side, but the garage driveway is on the other side.
Oh, they do need then,
And so, yeah, and then Buswell Street is very small,
right?
and it's an issue about safety.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to figure the best avenue to take, and it's,
So
because
I'm
I've been
gonna
trying to deal with
retable
so
it.
many different ordinances, and,
Okay,
but I will get to it.
okay. So,
promise I will.
can I get a motion to retable document 7223?
So move. Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. So you have that one, Pat. So we retable the document. Yep, thank you.
That's all I have for now. Thank you.
Thank you, officer. Thank you. Okay, 'cause we have full agenda in front of us now. Okay, we are gonna go to the top of the agenda now. Ready, my friend? Document 9323 is a Reliable LLC renewal of taxis livery license. It has been put on the agenda by Sergeant Melix Bonilla. Can I get a motion to send document 9323 with favor recommendation?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The
Aye.
ayes have it. 9423, Town Livery Inc., renewal of taxis livery license, also has been put on the agenda by Sergeant Melix Bonilla. Can I get a motion to send document 9423 with favor of recommendation?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. Document 9523. Can I get a motion to send document 9523 for withdrawal?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Counselor, before I continue with the ones that you had been putting in the agenda, just to convert it into a one-way, the reason that we send it out to withdrawal is because Mr. Chala is working with a different plan, and they are putting all this street together to become a one-way. So if you hear me saying withdrawal, is the only reason why, okay? You do have it?
We, yeah, he's saying a list.
A list that, a street that is gonna be, one, okay, so, yeah, okay, so he needs to submit that one, and then we're gonna work with that. Okay, the next document is 9623. Can I get a motion to send document 9623 for withdrawal?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 9723 south side of Alder Street, no parking at any time from Lawrence to Spruce Street. Parking allowed on north side in Alder Street. Councilor Del Rosario, Levy, and Councilor Reyes, Mayor Brian De Peña, and DPW Director Hyman. Can I get a motion to send document 9723 to table and also to send it to Officer Cano?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. So, Pat, 97.
9723 to Officer Cano, is review and recommendation.
And table it. In table, yep. 9823, can I get a motion to send 9823 for withdrawal?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 9923, motion to send it to withdrawal.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 123, Washington Street, no parking at any time on each side of Washington Street. Again, Councilor Del Rosario, Councilor Levy, Councilor Selena Reyes, Mayor Brian De Peña, DPW Director. Can I get a motion to send document 123 to Officer Cano and also to table the document?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 10123, Hillside Ave, one way from Haverhill Street to Yale Street. Can I get a motion to send document 10123 to the city engineer and table the document?
So moved.
Motion to table and send document 10123 to the city engineer and table has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. You got that one, Pat, right? 10223, Hallinan Ave, one way from Hayward Street to Yale Terrace. Councilor De Rosario, Councilor Levy, Councilor Selena Reyes, Mayor Brian De Peña, DPW Director Hyman. Motion to table and send document 102 to the city engineer.
Move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 10323 Congress Street, one way from Oliver Ave to Haver Street. Can I get a motion to send document 10323 to the city engineer for traffic study and recommendation, and also to table the document?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 10423 Congress Street, no parking at any time, west side of Congress Street from Oliver Ave to Haber Street. Can I get a motion to send document 10423 to Officer Cano and also to table the document?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Just give me a minute, because I know that we've been calling a lot. Okay. 110 we did, 19, 17, 105. Counselor, help me with this. 105 we did, 16, 17, 119, 109, 110. Okay. 111, Relate for LCA, a Veteran Memorial Stadium, May 20, 2023, Cotton Millen, Lauren Catholic Academy. So what is she looking to do? Relate for LCA, well, can I get a motion to table document 11123 and also send correspondence to the applicants to be present to our next ordinance meeting?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Pat, you got that one? Okay. 113. Accurate impairedless license, push car. Councilor Reyes, all the paper in order? We did 114, but 113, and this is like the little car that, frio, yeah? So is all in order? Yeah. So can I get a motion to send document 11323 with favorable recommendation?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 11523. Raining on the Valley, Campaign Common, August 18 through 19. Luis Leonor. Can we get a motion to table document 115 to table and also to send correspondence, since we have time, just to ask them to be present to our next order. Everything is? Okay, so the only reason why is because they're gonna be using our main park, and sometime, the speaker, I know that pastor, Luis Leonor.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
but have we been asking everybody to be present when they have a song item over here?
The reason why is because I asked them to be present just because of the speaker. Pat can tell you how many calls we get when they have any religion event.
Yeah, no, I know.
Remember that
That's,
they call
yeah.
like a meeting time because they complain about the speaker. You were present the last time they called, and they complained to us because we pass it without them coming in front of us. So I think it, since they have time. Can we table it? Motion to table and send correspondence to the applicant.
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Okay, so we did Hope for the Chris basketball, we did community cookout, so can I get, okay. Next document is 8123, handicap parking at 46 Spruce Street. Can I get a motion to send document 8123 to Officer Cano and also to table the document?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have. Document 8223, no parking sign, 15-minute, 104 Bennington Street, Sandra Lucchesi. No parking. Can I get a motion to send document 8223 to Officer Cano and also to table the document?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 8323, ordinance creating a 5 driveway setback. Councilor Stephanie Infante. Driveway setback. 5 inches driveway setback. Can I get a motion to table document 8323? And also to send correspondence to, well, I can talk to her, just table it. 8323. Councilor, any table items? Hear none? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you, Counselor. Thank you, Pat.